everyone, it's your host, SethTheProgrammer. With me today, I have my great friend, Chuck the Cyber, and we are going to be discussing the new episode where Golden Frieza and Goku just absolutely wild on the fuck out. Like, I was actually screaming when I saw the spoilers for this episode. Like, it was so hype. So before we start, I just wanted to say that me and Geekless actually predicted this was going to happen. Now, we predicted that Frieza was going to get stronger due to his potential and that he'd master his form naturally since he got his ass beat by Goku. And since he's a prodigy, he'd master it more. But it turns out that Frieza was actually image training in Hell, which we actually thought only really the Z fighters were capable of. But turns out Frieza was image training and mastered the golden form. So the dead body, helping out with his stamina wasn't even necessary, like we argued. Although him having a dead body is still obviously there. But Chuck, why don't you go on about what you were right about before we actually get into the scaling?
Okay, so back in January, I was like one of the only people that like had the idea that, Frieza would come back in some way. And I was also fucking right that like Frieza's gonna start wild and he's gonna start killing everyone. And then Goku's gonna be like, yo, bro, chill the fuck out, dude. Stop wilding and killing them,
Yeah. But okay, we're done jacking ourselves off. Yeah. But let's get into what we're really here for. Hakai. Frieza tanks a Hakai-esque ability. Why don't you explain that?
Okay, so for example, we know that Sidra, basically had the idea to use his Hakai to kill Golden Frieza. And, if we know that, he was there at the tournament, he'll get an idea of how strong Goku and the others are, And if they consider Frieza to be, like a pretty powerful, person to, basically fight against, then he's going to have a pretty powerful Hakai, right? Yeah. And if Frieza just tanks it like it's fucking nothing.
Well, not like nothing. He was kind of sweating a little bit, but he didn't take any damage.
I mean, like, he was basically, like, casually, like, shrugging it off afterwards. Oh, yeah, it's like, what the fuck is this? What is this piece of shit I'm holding in my hand right now? What does it belong to? Is it the fucking elf god? I mean,
he was just going on full detective. It was actually kind of cool. We got to see a little bit into his intelligence. Yeah. I've heard a lot of people say, well, that's not a Hakai. It actually is, like, God of Destruction Hakai-esque ability because Sidra actually states, like, this will not send him to the afterlife. This will wipe whoever it touches out of fucking existence. Like, they won't exist anymore. Like, it's basically Hakai. That's what he basically just gave him, except
kills them on a physical, metaphysical, and astral state. So, like, even their soul is gone.
Fourth dimensional. Thank you. And so, basically, the Hakai is confirmed not to necessarily be a one-shot ability. Although if Sidra is like Beerus level and can Hakai Frieza, it would probably kill him. Although we're just confirming that the ability itself isn't enough to one-shot people. And Frieza was monstrous. He was like acting like he was in pain, like fucking screaming, and he's like, just joking. And then fucking just slammed it together. I'm like, damn, this dude just got me hard. But like,
No, let's be honest, dude. Sidra isn't anywhere near Beerus level, dude. He's a little
He's not, dude. Beerus like just fucking blew off his attack.
Like it was fucking nothing, bro.
Like it was literally nothing. And then another interesting thing is that Supreme Kai and Sidra are arguing, and Sidra's like, well, if he betrays us, I'll just kill him. And then the Supreme Kai's like, are you sure it'll be that easy? And I'm like, huh, really? That's kind of an interesting statement. So it's kind of, we're starting to see a little bit that Frieza and all the gang are starting to really get close to that God of Destruction level, which, me and Chuck kind of, predicted in one of our videos, Path to Surpassing Beerus. So, anyway.
Let's get to the real show, which is jerking off Goku.
Yes.
So, people have been arguing since the beginning of time that base Goku does not equal Super Saiyan God and all that stupid shit.
So wrong.
That headcanon is completely gone now, unless you want to tell me that base Goku is weaker than fucking Super Saiyan God, even though he tanked the fucking Hakai. That Golden Frieza was pretty much like.
Yeah, that's true. Against. Yeah, like Golden Frieza was actually struggled to. He didn't really feel massive pain from it. Like, he was like, oh, just joking, laughed it off. But it's still, he had to struggle intensively to put this shit back into a sphere. And then here's Goku tanking the same attack, which is really interesting. And here's another thing, is that Frieza looked at base Goku as a rival in power. He thought that he was going to fight base Goku. Like, he was, visualizing their fight. And he's like, oh, I'm just going to slip his punch. He probably thinks I'm as strong as I was in the past. And then I'm just going to fucking body base Goku. He thought that base Goku was actually enough for him to need to strategize or that to defeat. He didn't think Goku actually needed to go Super Saiyan to battle him, or he thought that Goku didn't think he needed that, which is interesting because it kind of shows the the fact that Goku, after training for 3 years with Vegeta, fucking whooping on hit, fucking getting his shit kicked
getting
by
Hakai by Goku Black.
Goku Black, the numerous Bukake sessions Goku Black gave him, training with Hit some more, training with Whis for fucking years. You know what? Goku being this powerful makes sense. And Frieza saw that, and Frieza's like, you know what? When base Goku comes at me, he's going to learn I'm a lot stronger. I'm going to fucking shit on him in one punch. And then it turns out Goku was actually able to somewhat blitz around, and they fucking one-shotted each other as Super Saiyan Blue versus Golden Frieza. So that means Golden Frieza got numerous times more powerful as well, which is insane. I don't want to give an exact power scale because I don't want too much headcanon, but possibly thousands of times over if base Goku was looking more into the Super Saiyan Blue, like the early Super Saiyan Blue levels in base. So that's something to consider. And yeah, the fucking base Goku isn't God is completely debunked. Not only was it stated by the narrator in Beerus, but now you have Frieza looking at fucking base Goku as a rival, and Goku's actually tanking a fucking Hakai without dying. So
you don't really mean to interrupt you. This is a payback for last time. On the last video, you interrupted me. I was just kidding. Okay, so we know that Goku can suppress himself to like abysmal levels, right? That even a fucking bullet or a laser can fuck him up, right?
Yep.
And Frieza can suppress himself, but he's never like suppressed himself to like such a level that Goku does, right? For example, when Frieza fought against Vegeta and the other Z-Virus on Namek, he was like a 1, 2, or 3% of his final form, and he was dicking on them, right? That was still like at least 1 or 2 million like in power level, which is still vastly fucking above planetary. And then, Goku can be like, fucking power level of 5, right?
Yep.
So if a suppressed Frieza with, a moderate amount of power, was able to hold back this Hakai, and we know that Goku can suppress himself even more than Frieza, because he's a fucking idiot that keeps being off guard.
Scraped up by bullets, right?
That if he's able to, like, Kai for, like, a long period of time, then, I mean, this is telling you how strong he is, dude. And, like, I don't want to wank too much, but it could be possible that he is, like, like relative to his Super Saiyan Blue form in the Fukasu no F saga.
Yeah, it's not 100%. It's not 100% confirmed, but it looks like Frieza was somewhat wanking off to base Goku's new power, and Goku didn't even bother starting off the fight in Super Saiyan Blue. Like, he thought he could maneuver around Frieza in base. That's another fucking argument as well. So let's do a recap. 1, I was right. Frieza was stronger. 2, Chuck was right that Frieza was wildin', not to jerk ourselves off. 3, Hakai does not one-shot anyone it touches. It only one-shots people that are inferior to it. And also that means that Goku has astral defense. And 4, base Goku is an absolute monster. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe to me. Consider subscribing to Chuck. Join our Discord if you want to hang out and talk. And other than that, till next time.
Peace out, Stotties.
Yeah, so I'd like Chuck the Cyber. Like, oh.
Hey guys, today we will be doing an ASMR Dragonball video, and every once in a while we are going to be stopping so that we can get your
What
anticipatory tingles. Frieza is multiversal, and Frieza is a low multiversal with scaling, and now that base Goku is as strong as Golden Frieza, he's now multiversal in base form. Thank you.